data as we know it, sometimes we're seduced by quantitative data, as if that's only data, but sometimes we need qualitative data to help interpret some of what the numbers are saying. But all in all, data is very important if we're going to do justice to the students we serve, and if we're really going to go down the path of equity, because with data you're able to understand the issues from the perspective of the people whom we research. One of the significance of data from my perspective is also getting demographic data, the data and race in particular and others, and the tendency of us. One of the important things is to get our demographic data, the race, ethnicity, sexuality, etc., religion as well, because those data inform people's experiences, and if we do not do the necessary analysis with those factors, then sometimes we might be missing out on things. The important things of data too ultimately is a very important advocacy tool. Data also becomes a good way of knowing where to put your resources, especially financial resources. So you need to also know what are some of the burning issues, or where some of the gaps in education and so forth, that with data you're able to respond accordingly and appropriately. One of the other things about data too is it an important, rather an area that we need to think of with data is research data, census data, and sometimes survey data, and or random sampling. In schools right now we have census data, and that's useful because it's able to capture all the students we want to capture, especially if we want to get demographic profile of the school and the school community. Survey data, of course, has a very different kind of a message that it gives to us. So we have to determine which the data, how we're going to use it, etc. It's important also to think about, when thinking about data, is who's doing the data gathering, who understands the community to be able to develop the necessary, whether quantitative or qualitative questions, who's doing the interpreting, and who is going to be informed by it. And therefore, we need a diversity of people in doing the interpretation of data and analysis of data. So, because everybody brings his or her experiences to the questions they ask in order to get at the information we want.